Hi, so I'm Dr. Ron Ravenel, the physician and surgeon at Coastal Podiatry here in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. HealthLinks magazine has been a great advantageous aspect of our practice. We were first with the Mount Pleasant magazine since about 2013, and then when HealthLinks magazine came on board, we were lucky enough to be featured on the very first cover of the magazine. It's been great for our practice in that a lot of patients come in and say that they have seen us in the magazine, and even when I'm out in the community here, there's people that seem to recognize me, and it's because of the distribution of the HealthLinks magazine. And the very first time I saw myself was actually on the HealthLinks van, and the magazine cover was on the back. That's happened in the grocery store. Most recently, it's happened at Page's Okra Grill. That's a restaurant here in Mount Pleasant. On Sunday mornings, it has a great brunch, and we're just hanging out there with the family and kids, and a patient walked up to me and said, "Hey, you look very familiar." We kind of bounced back and forth, and she walks off, turns around and says, "Hey, I've seen you in the HealthLinks magazine." And so that's kind of the relationship, and it has visibility, and it's been great for us. One of my favorite components of the HealthLinks magazine, and what I think you guys have tried to do, is to do the by the numbers segment. It's just a quick sort of one pager on various topics, and I've learned so much even listening to some of my colleagues in those little one page nuggets that in terms of education. I think a lot of patients want to, especially in this healthcare environment, want to do a little bit of digging first. They want to get a little bit of education first. They do that through various media, and I just think that HealthLinks does a great job of giving them some bite-sized information that they can get, at least learn a little bit about their condition and learn a little bit about the practice that they may potentially come into. HealthLinks has been great in terms of a referral source from other healthcare practitioners, and especially from the readership in this community, in that just by the sheer amount of copies that are out and people that actually read the magazine, I've been able to see where patient numbers have increased and actually referrals have increased because of other doctors that advertise in the magazine and other doctors that pick it up and read it as they're perusing while they're waiting in their doctor's offices as well.
HealthLinks magazine, your prescription for well-being.